everyone, here is my video for the Christmas Spirit Readathon, which is run by Seasons of Reading, and I'll leave a link to their website down below for you. And it runs from the 20th of November to I think the 5th of December. They've extended it this year and done it for 2 weeks, but it's a little bit over 2 weeks as far as I can work out with the dates. So I've kind of decided that's plenty of time to get a pile of Christmas reading in. So here's what I would like to try and get through. Let's see what happens, shall we? So I've got a little collection of children's books that I would like to read because they're quick, easy, and they don't take long to get through. So I've got The Snowman by Raymond Briggs. This is the original version without the words. This is just his beautiful illustrations. There's The Night Before Christmas by Richard Scarry, purely because it's a lot of fun and my boys love reading these stories. And Stickman by Julia Donaldson. This is a fun little story about a stickman trying to get back to his family. Keeping with the children's theme, I'm going to try and read, no, not the whole lot. I'm going to read The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe because obviously that's the most Christmassy one because Father Christmas makes an appearance at a very crucial point in the story. Then to change the tone a little bit, I've got a couple of crime stories. So I've got The Blue Carbuncle, which is by Arthur Conan Doyle. It's part of the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. And I thought I'd listen to it on audio because I really like this version of Sherlock Holmes. It's the BBC Radio Collection starring Clive Merrison and Michael Williams as Holmes and Watson. And I grew up listening to this series on the radio. I would literally sit there and press the record button so I could have my own copy of it. And The Blue Carbuncle is Holmes's Christmas story about how a blue jewel ends up inside a goose on Christmas morning. And then the other classic detective is Hercule Poirot. This is Hercule Poirot's Christmas, obviously written by Agatha Christie. And this, I haven't read this for years, but I do remember really enjoying it. And the David Suchet dramatisation of it is also very enjoyable. But basically, Poirot has been invited to Christmas, a big family house. The family have obviously got a lot of secrets going on. And one morning, he is surprised by a murder scene. Unfortunately, it's more than it appears to be. Changing the tone once again, I've picked up I Am Scrooge, a zombie story for Christmas. This is by Adam Roberts. I don't really do horror, I don't do zombies and that, so the fact this is a zombie retelling of A Christmas Carol. Husband read it last year, really enjoyed it, said it was great fun, so I thought I'd give it a go. Obviously, Christmas tends to have a big glut of Christmas family saga, drama, romancy books and stories that all seem to come out this time of year. So I went into my local works that have discount books and managed to pick up 3 for a £5. I feel kind of guilty doing that because, you know, 3 books for a £5 when actually one costs £6 on its own. But they were all Christmassy, family saga, romancy stuff that I don't normally read and I wanted to try. There's loads more in my library as well, so if I enjoy them, I know where to go. This one's A Christmas Wish by Lizzie Lane, and it follows Magda Brody when her mum dies 2 weeks before Christmas in the workhouse. So her estranged father basically dumps her with her sisters to go to their grandparents. Her brother's adopted, and Magda has to go and live with her Aunt Bridget. But Aunt Bridget doesn't like her, and there's a whole pile of issues obviously going on here. So this falls into the reign of family drama. This is An Orphan's Christmas by Katie Flynn. This was actually recommended to me by my local library when I put out suggestions. This is set in 1936 and follows 2 orphans in Liverpool who grow up together, and then life tears them apart when they are involved in events in the Second World War. So this one covers childhood friendships, potentially future romances, and trying to get back to people that you know. And then A Very Merry Little Christmas. This is by Debbie Macomber. I think that's how I pronounce her name. This one got picked up because of basically the open premise. Beth Morehouse was expecting presents under the tree, not a basket of abandoned puppies at the doorstep of 1225 Christmas Tree Lane. Now it's a race to find them new homes before she and her daughters leave for their skiing trip. With just 3 days to Christmas, Beth needs a puppy miracle. puppies dumped on a doorstep. I couldn't resist it. But this looks at things going on in the local village, obviously trying to get the puppies a new home, and it sounded a bit more fun and upbeat than a lot of what I was picking up. And then finally, a tradition in our house, Hogfather by Terry Pratchett. This is a Christmas on the Discworld. They call it Hogswatch, and it's all about belief and what can happen if you stop believing in something and the power of belief, which is pretty cool. And in this one, Death takes a leading role as the Hogfather himself. Yeah, a skeleton in a Father Christmas suit. That don't freak you out much, does it? And before Nightmare Before Christmas. So that is kind of what I would like to try and get through for the Christmas Spirit Readathon. Obviously, it's, you know, we're still in November, but we've had Halloween. That's it over here. It's now the countdown to Christmas. All the Christmas adverts have come on the telly. So as far as I'm concerned, it's absolutely acceptable to be reading Christmas books 4 weeks well and truly before Christmas. So I hope you are going to try and squeeze in a couple of Christmas books over the fortnight, or certainly leading up to Christmas. Settle down with a hot cocoa and some chocolate in front of the warm fire and cozy up with a sweet Christmas book. I hope it's given you some ideas of what you might want to read over Christmas. And, you know, if you want to know how I'm doing, please follow me on Twitter. I will try and do updates with the hashtag CS Readathon. As always, my social media links are in the description box down below. You can find me on Goodreads, Instagram and Twitter. And as always, happy reading and thank you for watching. Bye!